Welcome to another episode of Playing with Myself. Name tentative, but I'll be honest, at this point, I'm just waiting for someone to be annoyed enough to give me a better name in the comment section because I'm out of ideas, man. I'm out of ideas. So, anyways, today we are featuring a different deck with Baeloth Baeloth. If you've seen the deck tech, you know this deck has one and only one game plan: to keep Baeloth alive and growing. That's it. And this is supposed to fend off whatever your opponents can throw at us. Sounds good, but how does it work in practice? We are about to find out. And once again, we have a selection that is an attempt to recreate the average Commander Knight table with some of the most popular choices. Our first new opponent is none other than number 2 in the all-time commanders list, Edgar Markov. Now, I know if you focus on the evidence ability and abuse it, Edgar has potential to be much higher than bracket 3, but I just want a nice vampire tribal deck. You know, where I can play the fanciest, the coolest vampires I own. So it might not be the most powerful or consistent Edgar deck, but even then, this deck should sit comfortably at bracket 3 and be able to dish out some solid beatdowns. Our next opponent is Sauron, representing hard control with the dirtiest tricks that Grixis has to offer. Sauron provides a reliable way to win the game with our massive orc army. Combined with Unblockable and Red's unique form of evasion, we have finishers without having to resort to combo. And finally, we have a returning guest in Baeloth Artifacts, another explosive all-in strategy that seeks to apply pressure early. Can Baeloth gold everything? We will find out. Okay, we are going to figure out the starting player. We are starting with Sauron. Being a control deck, we really do appreciate the head start because we're against, two really aggressive, really fast opponents. Okay, we got, I don't know. Okay, this saves the day because we can turn 3 Talisman, turn 2 Talisman, and turn 3 Relic, and we are pretty much online, and we just need some draw spells. In worst case, this can be a draw spell, right? Or we can just get an early Sauron out to turn on the Deadly Relic, so it seems reasonable. Keep. Okay, Baeloth draw, land, Coat of Arms. Okay, this is very good. We have our color. Oh, Semblance Envo is nice. Give me a land. This is a good hand because we can Semblance Envo on turn 3, and then all these will be cheap, and the Might Stone can draw us cards, so this is a very good hand. I'll keep it. Okay, let's take a look at Baeloth. Draw. Okay, Esper Sentinel is very good. Yeah, this is looking great, actually. Give me 1 land. We got it. Okay. Yeah, turn 1 Esper Sentinel will give us so much value. So this is definitely a keep. Even without the land, we still keep it. I think it's worth it. So looking at the game, we are kind of a late game deck, but we are staring down 2 really aggressive opponents in Edgar and Baeloth. Another problem is that we are not going to win the late game against Sauron, so we have to kind of divert these 2 opponents into Sauron, and that's what our commander is built to do. But we need to get Baeloth out as soon as possible. Another problem with this game is that for Baeloth, the artifacts are 4/4. Meanwhile, Baeloth has to be out for at least a turn to gold anything that's 5 power or lower. Yeah, Baeloth just coming out isn't enough to gold Baeloth, so we need to play Baeloth along with the background and keep him around for a turn. So that's going to be a challenge, but we'll see how it goes. Keep Edgar. Land tax is great. Oh, wow. Okay, this is good. I think this is already a keep. I mean, we need another land, but we got the other land, but we need a white source. No, we're fine. This is easily a keep. So we have a 1-drop, we have a land tax. Yeah, we can drop land tax on turn 2, that's no problem. And hopefully we draw something slightly earlier than turn 4. A 3-drop perhaps. That would be great. But so far, this is fine. Maybe not amazing, but it's a fine hand to keep. Let's play. All right, Sauron, draw. Ooh, this is also very good. Yeah, this is a really sweet hand, actually. I like it. Land, pass. 1 moment. Already misplay. We should play a tapped land first. Baeloth, draw. Mirror works. Land, pass. Baeloth is very happy about this because no one's dropped a Soul Ring yet. So yeah, Esper Sentinel is going to get max value. Pass. Edgar draws a land, play a swamp for a turn 1 with Seer. Okay, let's get a vampire token. Pass. Sauron untaps, draw. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to play things because Vampire is already building and we have to keep up. So yeah, whatever. Let Baeloth draw some cards. Baeloth draws a card and pass the turn. Bellow. Yeah, it looks like we are just ignoring Esper Sentinel. Not sure if this is correct, but everyone is doing things. And also, you know, Edgar doesn't need to play Mana Rocks. Edgar is gonna just go creature into creature into creature, which we can't keep up with unless we do something. So we do that, and Baeloth draws a card. Pass. Wow, this is good. We just need more Mana Rocks. I mean, Mind Stone is excellent, but maybe see if we can draw a Soul Ring or something. That will propel us into a prime position to win the game. Pass. Draw. Oh, this is good. This is good. Well, we start off with a land tax. Yeah, next turn we can drop Clav and get some value. So this we're paying for the Esper Sentinel, and we're going to attack Baeloth. Seems like the obvious target now. Pass the turn. Okay, Sauron. Draw. Ooh, Baral. Not the best top deck, but serviceable. So why don't we play Relic of Sauron? Do we run Baral out there? We don't have any spells to reduce costs with, but do we? I don't think so. I think we hold. So this, what did we pay? We played this, right? The Relic. So then another draw for Baeloth. You know what? I think we play Baral just because it's not like he's going to do too much late game anyways. And there are a lot of draw spells that are draw X. So it could be value if we get something like that. And also a blocker. Yeah, pass the turn. Bellow untaps, draw. Okay, now we are going to pay the tax 4 mana for Semblance Anvil. Whoops. Here you go. And we're going to exile Coat of Arms because this is not something we will use anytime soon. And hopefully this stays and we can have a wonderful mid-game. Hopefully this can stick around and our turn 5 and 6 will be value into value into value. Looking forward to that. Untap, draw. Ooh, land. So we tried to go for an early Baeloth, but we do need to set up a few things like Champion's Helm. Mirage Mirror is sweet, but what can we use it for right now? Not much, right? Not much. So let's, yeah, play a land, play a Champion's Helm. Pass the turn. Edgar, let's trigger land tax. Why not? We don't want to top deck too many basics. Let's send a message to the deck. Okay, it turns out we don't have a lot of basics in the deck, so I will just search for one. So maybe leave 1 or 2 in the deck just in case something comes up that requires basic searching, like Fabled Passage, for example. Okay, draw. So we are going to play a land. We're going to play Clav. We've run out of Vampire tokens, so this will do, and we're going to keep attacking Baeloth. Seems correct. Attack, whoops. Attack, and meanwhile we are going to mark our Vampire here. I guess this one, because it can be a chump blocker. So let's mark this Vampire with Clav, and later we'll get some value. Pass. Sauron is feeling great. This is turn 4. We have 7 mana, and we are at 40 life. We just need some gas. Okay, this is gas. Explosive Iteration. Let's play a land. Not yet. Maybe we play a land. We'll see what land we get with the iteration. So we might as well use the Relic. Let's use the Relic for Explosive Iteration. We look at 3 cards. Chaos Warp, draw spell, and we are cooking. So I think we put Pull from Tomorrow into hand. Do we cast Chaos Warp this turn? Don't see much of a target. So I think we take Transpose. And Chaos Warp can go on the bottom. This might be very greedy, but we are off to a pretty good start. Oh, meanwhile, Baeloth draws a card. There you go. And we are going to Transpose, I suppose. Yeah, we haven't played a land yet, so transpose, lose a life, draw a card, then discard a card. I think we can discard a land here. We don't really need the Butcher Gabak. Meanwhile, we create a token. Okay, we create a wizard token, and yeah, play a land, and might as well drop another rock. And now we pass the turn. Ooh, looks like we untapped with Semblance Enable. That is very good. Draw, okay. Yeah, see, these are just free. So first we are going to drop a Might Stone. 1, 2, 3, 3 mana. Do we pay the extra? I want to say no, because we are going to chain this into more things. So yeah, I think we're using that mana. And Baeloth already have enough cards, I'm guessing. So we then draw 2 cards. Is there anything to remove? I guess we can remove the Esper Sentinel, but once again, I feel like it's not my problem anymore. Like, they've drawn 5, 6 cards already, and we should just develop our own board at this point. Again, this mindset might not be right. We should take responsibility and do the right thing. But we don't. Draw. 1, 2. And look at that. We got rewarded, kind of. We played this for free. 1, 2, 3 mana for Eternity Elevator. 3 mana for Mirrorworks. And I think we pass. Yeah, we can play Moss Diamond. We don't really need to. The difference is this doesn't attack. Meanwhile, all of these can attack next turn. So, and we will play a land and pass. Baeloth untaps. Draw. It's sweet we drew so many cards, but most of them are lands. That's annoying. So we are going to play an Opal Palace. Then we drop the Noble Heritage. Is that correct? Yeah, let's set up for Baeloth. Meanwhile, we have 3 mana in case we need to counter something. Maybe. The next turn we can Baeloth and then protect it with Talonscape. And that sounds good, so that it will almost guaranteed to survive. And we will have a 6 power Baeloth. And we're at 38 life. We're not under too much immediate pressure. Although I think we might have forgot to take 2 damage, right? Because we got attacked twice. So we should actually be at 36, my apologies. But yeah, this is the turn. Can we equip? Cost 1 to equip. Yeah, sure, as a blocker, right? Let's equip our Esper Sentinel because we don't need that extra mana. And now it's a 3/3. No hexproof because it's not legendary, but 3/3. Now we can block some things. Pass the turn. End of turn, we are going to sacrifice this vampire with the Seer. So it becomes a 4/3 wings, I guess. Vampire Demon. And we draw a card. And we scry 1. Ooh, Vanquisher's Banner is good. We want that, I think. Let's keep it. Okay, untap. Draw. Play a land. Which land do we play? Just a mountain. Now, I guess we keep attacking, but who? On this board, actually, I think Sauron is stronger. It's hard to say. Sauron has 3 cards in hand, but I guess we can try to split it. So 4/3 into Baeloth, while this vampire and this vampire will attack Sauron. Yeah, it's not that much damage. More importantly, we are marking this vampire. Okay. And for Sauron, we are going to block because they can sack anyways. Might as well block. Or actually, let's prevent 2 damage rather than 1. So let's block here. And Baeloth doesn't block. So here we take 1. Baeloth takes 1, 2, 3, 4. Wasn't the best split attack, probably, but oh well. We are vampires. We are dumb. So land for a Angie Falconwrath. And we get a token. You can see my art getting sloppier and sloppier. Pass. Okay, Sauron, again, is feeling excellent about this board. We draw. Prismari Command. I think the play here is just to hold the fort and do a big pull from tomorrow. And yeah, take over the game with that new hand. So I and I want to play this as a land, I go pretty far out of my way to hit my land drops, especially in a control deck where we are never short on cards. I'm not sure if it's correct, but yeah, again, playing this as a land to me seems very reasonable, especially when we have a draw spell. Yeah, I like my land drops. So pass the turn. Okay, untap with Baeloth. Draw. Cloud Key, not what we need right now. So as Baeloth here, I'm thinking this is our chance. The artifact deck is explosive, but is also very vulnerable. And yeah, this board shouldn't stick for long. So what we should do now is we should do as much damage as possible. But at the same time, with Sauron having all this mana open, I want to attack Sauron. Sauron is clearly ahead, but I think we split the damage. Yeah, we try to split the damage a little bit so that Sauron doesn't kill Baeloth or wipe our board. Like they might have a cyclonic rift or something. Yeah, the weakness with Baeloth is that the moment Baeloth dies, our entire attack falls apart. We do have a lot of protection spells, but we didn't draw them. So let's cast Baeloth, just 3 mana. And we go into combat. Unfortunately, I think we have to send 2 at Baeloth, 1 at Sauron. We want to draw cards. Okay, Baeloth will not block. Yeah, we don't want to lose anything. Not our Esper Sentinel. This can still give us value, especially now that it's a 3/3. So we take 8 damage. Ouch, that hurts. We need Baeloth down ASAP. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meanwhile, this attack makes it so Sauron really doesn't want to use a removal on Baeloth. Also, because paying 3 for this, we lose our pull from tomorrow. So do we block it? Yeah, I think this wizard doesn't do that much, so we'll block to save 4 life. I think it's worth it. So in the end, Baeloth draws 2 cards. Madeira, 2 lands. Okay, we can play a land normally. Unfortunately, we didn't get more artifacts. Actually, I want to play Talon Gates now. I was thinking activating Talon Gates to ramp, but ramp is not our problem. Our problem is card draw. So I want to play Talon Gates now to save the mana for War Room. Play it. We're going to exile Baeloth. Not exile. We're going to face out Baeloth to protect him for a turn. And that's our turn. Pass. On top. Yeah, we are feeling the pressure. But I think we can cast our commander now, right? Play a land. We are 1 mana short of doing commander and this. Also, we don't get to equip. So I'm tempted to say we don't play this land and we Talon Gates our commander. Next turn, we can potentially take a lot of damage actually. So this is difficult. So we want 5 + 1 + 2 mana. We want 8 mana. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a land drop, 6 mana. So I'm thinking, how about we play a land and just pass? Because if we do that, we can hold up Talon's Gate, which can remove something. Which can remove Baeloth for a turn, and also ramp us to 8 mana next turn. Then we can have Baeloth, and because at the same time, we see Sauron with a lot of mana. If we cast Baeloth now, it might get countered. And if Baeloth gets countered, we are very screwed. So I'm thinking we play it safe. The vampire will hurt, and we might have to go down to like 15 life or something. And meanwhile, Baeloth might have a protection spell, but we have to try to play 2 our outs, right? And I don't think running Baeloth out there is correct here. So we play a land. We can hold a counter spell again, in case we need to counter something, but I doubt. So yeah, we pass the turn. And the turn will sacrifice a vampire token. Okay, another vampire demon. Also, I forgot they have flying, which is very strong. We draw a card for the sacri. Oh, this is very good. And we scry 1. We no longer need the blood tracker, right? Blood tracker is also good, actually. Maybe we keep both. All right, so let's untap, draw, play a land. Okay, the question is, do we play Champion first or Vanquisher banner first? Champion will draw us a lot of cards, 6 cards. Also, I forgot something. There was an NG trigger when I sacrificed the vampire. So here's our blood token. Yeah, I'm thinking we Vanquisher banner first, because we can't expect to keep this board around, and we want to do as much damage as possible while we half a board. Even if we draw 12 cards, we have 5 lands and we're not going to rebuild very quickly. So we'll take a few turns to rebuild. Yeah, but for now we want to maximize damage. So let's drop the Vanquisher banner. Baeloth draws a card. And let's go into combat. We want to poke Sauron. Because look at all this mana. But like what Baeloth's doing, we want to split it so that there's a higher chance that Sauron will let our attack through. So unfortunately, Baeloth is once again our punching bag. Okay, so we're going to send one demon here, one demon this way, and Engie this way. Meanwhile, oh, we can attack Baeloth. It's a free attack, why not? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Sauron, Baeloth, Baeloth. Baeloth is kind of our friend, but let's get some damage in. It's not too much. Who needs blockers? We're going to mark this vampire. Oh, also I forgot our vampire +2/+2. So I'll change that a little bit. This is a 3/3. We can attack Baeloth, no problem. Okay, and this is the attack. Sauron doesn't block. Sauron also doesn't want to use a removal. Take 10. A little bit risky, but I think we're fine. Meanwhile, Baeloth has nothing, so Baeloth's going to take 5. Baeloth takes another 5. Ouch. Not the worst, honestly, not the worst scenario. That's our turn. Pass. Okay, we've been setting up for this moment. Let's do it. Any chance of a counter spell? Not really. We're not too worried about that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 8 mana plus the 1 reduction here, so we can pull for 7. Yes, math. Vandal Blast, Rhystic Study. Might be our last time playing this. I don't know. I've heard rumors. 4, 5, 6. Shark type 7, 8. Okay, this is a solid hand. We're going to untap, draw, Chandra's Ignition. This is for late game, but yo, this looks good. Okay, first question, do we Vandal Blast? It's going to cost us 4 mana. It ruins Baeloth and hurts Baeloth, but we're still going to die to Edgar. Nothing in our hand actually really stops Edgar. That's a problem. What if we play our commander? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After our commander, we have 3 mana open. It will allow us to cast these 2 for Mari Command. Yeah, we can get some combination of these. There's no time for Rhystic Study on this board, but yeah, with a few blockers, things might get better. Or we just hold all these responses because everything is reduced by 1. So we can actually, yeah, we can use all 4, I believe. But none of these are great at stopping this army. So I think we cast Sauron. Yes. So Sauron, don't forget to play it. Let's pay mana, 6. Like this. And yeah, and we play a land and go to discard. I think it's too late for Rhystic Study. I think Shark Typhoon is too slow with this hand. It's a win condition. Okay, I think Signet can go. This doesn't do enough. And let's drop Saloon Division for Rhystic Study. It's a bit greedy, but I think with what we have in hand, we can deal with this board. So then we can Rhystic Study and get more value for the next round of control. Okay, pass. Baeloth at the end of turn, we are going to tap. Lose 2 life, draw a card. We got a Blasphemous Act. Untap, Baeloth comes back, and we draw for turn. Mishra's Workshop. That's not what we need right now. It is not. So I think we just enter combat. Yeah, let's go. Declare combat. We will send... This time, I'm thinking 2 into Sauron. No, Sauron can block. Do we send everything into Sauron? If we do, Baeloth probably doesn't live. We still want to draw cards. Yeah, this hand is not enough for card draw. This hand is not going to do enough. We might even attack and then Blasphemous Act ourselves, because then we can wipe all of this and hopefully Sauron dies. Yeah, this might be the correct play, but for now we need to attack. So I think it's all 3 into Baeloth, unfortunately. Yeah, this is kind of expected. You're just bullying me at this point. And Baeloth over here is like, what? Why? Sauron is going to take over the game. You're just being greedy, trying to draw cards. And I'm playing with myself, but I'm getting salty over here. So at least, yeah, unfortunately we do have this. So we are going to pay 4 mana to drop the Talon's Gate, activate, and Yeah, hoping to phase out Baeloth. And no one has response to that, right? Seems like it. So Baeloth is phased out and the attack fizzles. This is where I think is a good idea to Blasphemous Act, because we have nothing, we cannot continue to build the board. Baeloth is protected. So yeah, let's try that. Let's pay 1 red for Blasphemous Act. And we're not gonna pay 3 extra, I think. Yeah, so Baeloth can draw a card. Okay, so this is on the stack. We amass Orc 1. Baeloth, we're actually very happy with this. No responses. Edgar is not happy with this, but it's to be expected. Now the question is, do we sack our board? We don't touch this, but we can sack a few things to scry, but not too many things. Because there's a chance that the Blasphemous Act will get countered. Actually, I'm thinking we don't sack anything, because everything here is really good. Scrying 1 is nice, but with what we have in hand, we don't need the scry 1. So just pass priority. Okay, Sauron is in a tough spot. Maybe we shouldn't have cast Sauron. Confounding Riddle won't even do it. So do we just pass? Do we just let it happen? Yeah, I think we are still in a decent position. And we can untap with a Vandal Blast, and the board is clear. And then we can plop down a Ristic Study. So that's a decent board. Just unfortunately, yeah, the Sauron dies for nothing, but we can't know. Okay, nothing dies here. Genius play. S% no. If we win this game, it's all because of this. We drew, what, 7 cards from this? And everything dies, except we get a Vampire Demon that sticks around, draw a card, pass. Okay, we continue our turn with Baeloth. Do we play anything? I still think no. I mean, we play a land. We play not even the Workshop, just a regular land. And we're going to activate War Room because nothing in our hand can pose a threat. These are rebuild pieces. So we pass the turn and just activate War Room. Okay, Baeloth, at the end of turn, we have 3 mana. We are going to Valakut Awakening. We're going to drop all these lands. Holy, 1, 2, okay, just 3, but 3 lands. Blackblade? Yeah, we can drop that. We do want the Sheltering Light as protection. So we're dropping... I don't think we have time to play this Mana Rock, although this is a nice draw spell though. So All Fleet Squirrel we'll keep. And yeah, we will ship 4 and draw 5. Swords, protection, ultimate magic, that's very good. 4, shelter, 5. Okay, this is a good 5. No, we didn't get a land though, unfortunately. That might have been a small mistake. Should have kept 1 land. Yeah. Draw. We got the land. I am literally John Finkel. Okay. Play a land. Okay, so we have the land and we are going to play our commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, tap better. Let's keep red up like this. Okay. Commander on the stack. Now, Sauron knows how strong Baeloth is once it lands. So we want to deal with it, and we know that they have a lot of protection spells. So I think we're gonna try Confounding Riddle just to snipe it from the stack, because once it hits, yeah, I don't think we can. I mean, we can remove it, but it will be a lot of work. So let's try that. Confounding Riddle, 3 mana, counter it unless they pay 4. They only have 3 mana. This is very annoying. I think we will have to counter that. Yeah, we cannot have our commander countered. So Tybalt's Trickery. Okay, yeah, we can't stop that. So let's roll 1, 2, d6, yeah, for the 3. So that will be 3. So we mill 3 cards and get a free spell. 1, 2, 3. Let's get our spell. Nope. March of the Swirling Mist, that's a whiff. Yeah, so we'll just put them on the bottom. Okay, our commander does resolve. Also, we are supposed to trigger Noble Heritage. So we put 2 counters on the Baeloth. Meanwhile, our opponents get to decide if they want to take the deal or not. So how this works is, if there's a chance that you might attack Baeloth and you want to do it, then you don't take it. But if you're goaded anyways, or if you don't intend to attack Baeloth, then it's fine. So Edgar here, I don't think takes the deal, and no one else has creatures, so that happens. And now we have to figure out, do we equip Champion's Helm, or do we save mana for one of these? Apostle's Blessing or Sheltering Light? And I'm thinking Champion's Helm, because we need a big Baeloth, otherwise none of these is gold. Not even this demon is golded. Okay, let's equip and hope for the best. Pass the turn. Oh, we have to discard. Discard Shelter. and disrupt the Koran. This really isn't great on this board against Baeloth. We need our commander. Pass. Untap. Draw. Okay, we have a decent hand. We are going to just rebuild. Yeah, play a land and rebuild. Start with Scion of Opulence. Get a vampire. Draw a card. With this, yeah, I still think we cast Yahenni. So Yahenni, 3 mana. Make a vampire. Draw a card. So this is our hand. Now, Yahenni can attack. It's got haste. It's a 3/3. So I think we go for it. It is golded, so let's send it into Sauron. And we pass the turn. Oh, we get a treasure, don't we? And we pass the turn. Sauron untaps. Draw. Land. Yeah, the vampires rebuilt pretty quickly. I mean, what is this? They have another 15 damage on board already. If we Vandal Blast, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 5 mana open. We still have mana for... No, we don't. Well, we can Psycho Shark Typhoon, and we can Reality Ship something. Yeah, but we're fighting a losing battle if we do that. Is it time for Sauron again? I'm tempted to do Sauron again because we really want to set up for this Chandra's Ignition. And if we Sauron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, sorry, that's 8 mana. Yeah, this makes 2. If we do this, and tap properly, I guess. If we do this, then we will have 2 mana open, right? 2 mana open. And with these 2 mana, we can Reality Shift and Deadly Relic. So we have 2 removals if Sauron's out. And it's not going to die again, right? Sauron is pretty difficult to kill. So let's try it again. Yeah. I really want to Vandal Blast, but it seems like Baeloth is kind of running out of gas. So let's not. Sauron, and these for commander attacks. Pass the turn. Baeloth, we are going to draw with War Rune. Another mana rock. Baeloth comes back. Everything is online. Draw. Stone Speaker Crystal. You sure? Yeah, we can get 2 of them. That's not bad. So let's pay 4 mana. Okay, now we use the workshop. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Stone Speaker Crystal. And we get 2 copies of it because of Mirror Works. And I guess we enter combat to try to draw some cards. And entering combat. And there's the orc here. But entering combat, I feel like we can only attack Sauron? Is that right? Yeah, we have to attack Sauron, right? There's no other target. We are golded. Yeah, we can also attack vampires, but they have 4 blockers. So I think we just try to do it to Sauron. So everyone, attack into Sauron. And maybe we hold a few back just to lower the threat a little bit. And also, we want to be able to Winding Canyons our Baeloth in next turn if he dies. Winding Canyon costs this much, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's not enough. Okay, let's just send 3 things in, and hopefully Sauron will let it happen. Sauron sitting at 25 life will not let it happen. So we tap these 2 for a Reality Shift, targeting Baeloth. At this point, I think, I don't think we dig. I think we just, because we can try to dig for a protection spell, but the chance is not very high. So we just let it happen. So Baeloth dies, or Baeloth gets exiled, and we get to manifest, right? This better not be a protection spell. It is not. Good. And it's unfortunate, but we didn't draw our protection spell for this game. Like, we had a sweet start, but protection spell is so important in this deck because it's so Baeloth dependent. Okay, we passed the turn. Baeloth here is very, very happy with what just happened in the last few turns. We are going to untap. We're going to do the deal. Noble Heritage happens. Do you guys take it? Edgar, at this point, I think we take it. We don't have any way to deal with Baeloth, and everything is golded anyways. If we place, say, 2 counters here, it is, this one at least, is no longer golded. Yeah, but it's also not attacking Baeloth because Baeloth is huge. So maybe we put it onto our indestructible man, or the one that's potentially indestructible. Okay, so Sauron, we don't have any desire to attack Baeloth, but we do plan to use Chandra's Ignition. And if we take the deal, Baeloth, the player, will not take any damage, will not lose life, but Baeloth, can we kill Baeloth? Baeloth is at 5, 9, 11 toughness. We don't have enough to kill Baeloth anyways. Although if we put 2 counters onto Sauron, and then we use it with Vendel Blast, I guess that could work. Okay, yeah, well, let's put 2 counters onto Sauron, because I don't think the army is going to grow fast enough. Okay, and Baeloth doesn't have a creature, so we play our turn, draw. Another protection spell, excellent. Protection, protection, more protection. And with this board, I don't think we need to do anything. We can just attack people. Who do we attack? We want to make some treasures. I think we want to do some commander damage, and right now Baeloth is open. Yeah, we want to do some damage. I mean, getting treasure is nice, forcing them to chump block, but yeah, let's do some damage. So 8 damage into Baeloth. And for the turn, can we afford to Compass? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana to Compass to get a land? No, I don't think that's a good idea. I think we just play it. It becomes a land. And then we play an All Fates Scroll. Ultimate Holy Magic is very nice when you foretell it, but right now we don't need to because it's very difficult to kill Baeloth, but Baeloth can die to an Edict effect, which is possible. So I think what we do here is this will turn into a land. So we foretell this. Yeah, if Baeloth dies, at least we have a fog. But then we can only cast one of these, not both. So I think we hold this scroll for now. So I think we save the Compass. We don't play it just yet. We want to have our mana open. So let's tap 2 to foretell this. Ultimate Magic, Holy. Foretell, we can use a book. Very clear. And then we have 4 mana for protection and stuff. Pass the turn. Okay, Vampires, we untap with everything. Yeah. We want to attack Baeloth, but we cannot. Oh, and I forgot to amass Orc here. It should be on 2. And Vampires, we drew, we play a land. And is this the turn for Edgar or Champion of the Dusk? If we Edgar, we are actually just helping Baeloth. But we do need to do damage. If we just keep doing this, we are going to lose the late game. So we have to, yeah, I think we have to get some action. And this is a lot of damage I don't want to waste. So let's pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Edgar. Edgar is on the stack, no responses from anyone. And we have to declare combat. Yeah, Sauron is very worried. Well, meanwhile, we amass 1, but we are very worried because they're golded. So I think we have to Deadly Roilik the Edgar. Yeah, let's do that. Deadly Roilik happens, and oh, we do still draw 1 card. So that's that. And let's enter combat. Sauron is tapped out, so our demons can go at Sauron. Oh, we just have 1 demon. Sauron is tapped out, so the demon can go at Sauron, and everything else will just be blocked, right? Are we more scared of Sauron or Baeloth? I honestly, I think it's kind of even, but Sauron is difficult to get through. So it looks like we'll have to do, yeah. And let's leave a blocker for once. Yeah, this is not too much damage anymore now that Edgar is gone. So we attack, no blocks. Sauron takes 5. Baeloth takes a lot more, 11. And why not? Let's play a blocker, although this can't block, this enters tapped. We want to get speed into the game for maximum confusion. So we get another vampire token and 1 speed. Yeah, let's clean this up a little bit. It's such a mess. Okay, solid turn. Meanwhile, Sauron amasses 1 more. We untap with 20 life. That's fine. We're happy with that. We draw. So do we carry out our plan to first Vendel Blast and then Chandra's Ignition? Problem is we are not guaranteed to kill Baeloth. Baeloth has protection. And the board currently is not super scary for us. We have 2 blockers. In a pinch, we can also block with Shark Typhoon. So maybe we just Vendel Blast. Yeah, and we can play a land and hold Dig Through Time. Vendel Blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, in a pinch, Cactus Preserve can also be a 6/6 blocker. So 5 mana, Vendel Blast on the stack. Baeloth's been expecting this, yeah. Honestly, we're surprised it took this long, but what we're going to do is we will first try to draw a card with War Room, Oh, we're at 11 life. Yeah, we still need to draw. Draw a card. And then we are going to crack the Stone Speaker Crystal to exile all of our opponent's graveyards. Sauron, we have to think about, do we dig through time? If we don't, then we won't be able to. I'm thinking we do. Yeah, we need to see what we can get, what answers we can get. Because our hand isn't very good right now. So dig through time, exiling, delving 6 things, looking at top 7 cards. Free counterspell, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, Cyclonic Rift. Yeah, I think it's Cyclonic Rift and our free counterspell, Force of Negation. Okay, so then we exile the rest of our graveyard. No more graveyard, no more graveyard. And Baeloth has no more responses. Baeloth, do we have a response to Vandal Blast? I'm tempted to do this. Blacksmith skill? Yeah, I think it's worth it. So let's do that to protect our champion's helm. No responses. Happens. Everything else gets blown up. So this is gone. We lose all of this. Holy. And this. And this. Rough. And Baeloth also loses a few things here and here. Not the worst outcome. Okay, and Orc Army is golded, so we have to send this into somebody. Yeah, there's no point attacking vampires, so I guess we send it into Baeloth. We've messed with them enough. I'm sure the relationship isn't too good over here. So we attack Baeloth. So Baeloth takes 4. Pass the turn. Baeloth untaps. Draw. We drew an Ugin. Sorry, this is exiled. Does this do anything? Not really. Yeah, I think we're just dead. I guess Ugin can make a blocker. Sure, we have 2 blockers. Let's hold the fort. So 6 mana. Ugin will plus. Becomes a 2/2. It's a Stone Calendar. Okay, remember this is a 2/2. We'll use Mishra's Workshop. 1 mana. I'll use 1 mana on Cloud Key, naming artifacts. But our artifacts are free anyways. So let's not do the Cloud Key. Let's just cast these 2 for free. The 2 diamonds, and play a land. And pass the turn. Okay, Baeloth untaps. We didn't even have to cast anything. This is a very good sign. We'll use the Cure Cube to make a token. Let's get a sad Kobold because he knows he's a chump blocker. Okay, Baeloth untaps. And Noble Heritage triggers. Baeloth goes to 10 power. And Edgar doesn't want to take the deal because I know everything is golded, but we have to try to find a way to kill Baeloth, right, with Edict or whatever. Otherwise, we are not winning the game. Or maybe we just kill Sauron and then hope to race Baeloth. That's another possibility. Honestly, I think that might be more feasible than trying to kill the creature. Yeah. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to put 2 more counters onto the Henny and make the deal with Baeloth. Meanwhile, Sauron says, sure, why not? Let's do it. And also, I should remember to amass Orc. We amassed 3 here. My apologies, from Baeloth's turn. Always a little bit behind here. We have our own time zone for the Orc. Okay, so we draw. Oh, we drew an onto inversion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, we lost our mana rocks. Otherwise, we could have cleared the board while protecting Baeloth, kind of. So with the board as is, I think we play a Mirage Mirror and pass. Yeah, Mirage Mirror is nutty. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Do we play the Compass? I want to say no, because I want to hold up Cure Keep. The only way for Baeloth to die now really is Edict, because remember what we have here. So we want to be prepared for all kinds of situations, I guess. So let's attack with Baeloth to force a block. And I think the target we should attack is Sauron. Sauron is a 10-9 with mana open. Doesn't feel safe. Maybe we just attack Edgar to get a treasure. No, we want Edgar to go all in at Sauron. So we attack Baeloth to get a treasure. Now let's bully the Baeloth. Attack Baeloth. Baeloth blocks with this. Goes to hand. And we get a treasure. Yeah, our problem here is we don't have a reliable way to end the game. But currently, I think this board is fine. But at the moment, we are okay with this board staying as is. And the Mirage Mirror can do some ridiculous stuff. I'm not sure what, but we'll find something to do with it. Edgar untaps. Draw. Midgar. Okay, I want to play a Crossway Troublemakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because then we can gain a bunch of life. Which is not super relevant because Baeloth kills via commander damage. But it also draws us cards. We can, do we have a sack outlet? Oh, we do. It's Yahenni, yes. So we can draw a lot of cards if we need to. But for now, we have to attack. Yeah, I think we just try to kill 2 opponents. So we are going to, yeah, Baeloth seems pretty dead. So we are going to do the bare minimum. Scion and tokens at Baeloth. Gas Guzzler 2. So this would be 5 attackers. And Baeloth can block 1, but it will still be 5 damage. So this kills the Baeloth. And these 2 at Sauron. Oh, and we have 1 more token to block with. Okay, this is our combat. Baeloth will block the Scion of Opulence. Seems reasonable. And Edgar, we are going to sacrifice the Scion so that the blocker doesn't die and Baeloth doesn't get an extra treasure. Because Baeloth is dead anyways, right? So we sacrifice the Scion. And then what happens is we, this is indestructible now, the Yahenni, and we get to draw a card and lose, I'll pay 2 life, draw a card. Okay, another land. Okay, meanwhile, Sauron, we are being attacked by these 2. Sauron can block this, we can take 3, and we don't need to use anything. Yeah, we can hold this and we can rift after, right? So we block the Yahenni and we take 4. Meanwhile, a lot of life linking happens. 5 plus 6, 11 plus 4, 15 life. And yeah, from that, Baeloth profits a little bit. Okay, Edgar passes the turn. Sauron at the end of turn doesn't do anything. Maybe we cycle this land. Sure. Cycle the land, draw a card. Okay, we are cooking. We got the 1 ring. Sweet. Draw for turn. Arcane Denial. Yeah, I think we Chandra's Ignition and then 1 ring and hold a counterspell. Or is Cyclonic Rift better? No, then we don't have mana for 1 ring. So let's get the ring out. We draw a card. That's a land. Sure, we'll play it as a land, because then we also have Cyclonic Rift. Now, do we prefer Ignition? I don't think so, because it doesn't kill Yahenni, doesn't kill Baeloth. So yeah, we are gonna Ring and Rift, the ultimate control play. Unfortunately, we took the deal, so we cannot attack Baeloth, but why not? Let's attack Edgar. Edgar will block the Sauron, gain 1 life. Oh, whoops. And take this, 7 damage. The Vampire dies, we draw a card, lose 2 life. Soaring. Meanwhile, Baeloth gets 1 more treasure. Okay, Sauron passes the turn. At the end of turn, we are going to use the Mirage Mirror to copy the 1 ring. Sauron, do we allow that? Yeah, I think now it's too early to rift, so let's wait. We'll draw a card with the 1 ring. The land, untap. Once again, time for deals. Placing 2 counters here. For vampires, yeah, I don't think there's any point. Let's not do it. And Sauron also doesn't want to do it because we can potentially hurt Baeloth a lot. So no one's taking it. And now we draw for turn. We drew the Iron Crag. We play a land. Now, is this the turn for Undo Inversion? We can pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, and we can use this to protect our board. But knowing that Sauron has so much mana up, I feel like this is not gonna fire. I feel like this will be disrupted. So I think we just pass and see. And hopefully Edgar gets the job done. So let's play a Compass. And I think that's fine. We're okay with passing here. And sure, let's play the Iron Crag as well. Tap a little bit better. We can't attack Sauron, so we send Baeloth into Edgar. Edgar takes 12 commander damage. The Compass wants to transform. Now, Sauron, do we respond to the transformation? I think it's fine if we do that now. Yeah, we are honestly, at this point, not that worried about Edgar. We are mostly worried about Baeloth. And we still have a counterspell backup, so let's do it now. Cyclonic Rift. Oh, and also Amass Orcs 2 more. Cyclonic Rift on the stack. Baeloth says, no, this is not good. How do we respond? Do we try to kill Sauron? Okay, let's see. So first we crack 2 treasures. This will turn into the One Ring, and we are going to use it. Draw 2 cards. None of these will save us. So we are going to Swords to Plowshare the Sauron, sacrificing our One Ring. Amass. And Sauron, do we counter it? I think we do, because we're potentially presenting lethal against that board. So yeah, let's counter it. Ditch the Rhystic Study and Force of Negation. But yeah, this is sacrificed anyways because it's part of the cost. And Swords is countered. And it looks like, yeah, we float mana. It looks like we have nothing to do, so we float mana. Returns to hand. Returns to hand. And everything else back to hand. And we have to discard. Wow, that was disgusting, Sauron. Let's first go to the vampires. So we have a chance to respond. Do we respond? Yeah, let's sack the tokens at least. Sack, sack, sack. Sack 4 tokens. Draw, okay, 1 at a time. Draw. That's good. 1 more. Sure, let's do 1 more. Rika. And this Henrika gives us a lot more confidence because we can make Sauron sack creature. So we can draw 1 more. Okay, solid. And everything else returns to hand. Okay, now it's time for Baeloth to end the turn with this card. Now we do have 2 floating mana, but this is our end step, so we can make a Kobold. But how much does this cost? This costs 3 mana, so no, we are not making a Kobold. We're just gonna discard down, so we lose 2 protection spells. And Compass, I guess. Pass the turn. Edgar Markov, we will rebuild. We will always rebuild. Draw. Play a land. Into a Soul Ring. And we've got Gas Guzzler. We've got Falconwrath Pit Fighter. We'll make the tokens later. But most importantly, we have Henrika. We get 3 tokens here, and Amass Orcs 3. This is now at 13. And we don't have haste, but we have this card. Order of the Sacred Dusk costs 6 mana, but with Convoke. So we can pay 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's right. 8 mana. Oh, okay, we'll do it like this. 8. And this enters. 1 more Amass, 1 more Vampire. Now, As we enter combat, we're going to trigger Henrika to make each player sacrifice a creature. I will sacrifice this ugly vampire to save the pretty ones. And Sauron sacrifices... Oof, that's tricky. I think we sacrifice the army, honestly. Yeah, sack the army. We cannot attack Sauron, so we'll send this into Baeloth. And how big is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 exalted, so 12 damage. Now Baeloth has to think about this. Do we fog? We do have some life gain here, but honestly, I think we fog and then undo inversion. Sauron is scary, but it can't do... Can Sauron do 20 damage to us? Also possible. You know what? We are not dead. Let's take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we gain 12 life. Edgar. Pass the turn. Speed 2. Actually, our speed should be probably 4 by now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are at speed 4. Because I keep forgetting that speed... It doesn't matter if the gas guzzler is on the field. Speed just grows on its own. So, yeah, speed 4. Max speed. Sauron. Untaps. Take a damage. But we are going to draw immediately. Draw 2. Land. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well here. Let's play a different land. Let's play Rivendell. But now we can just attack into Baeloth and see what happens, right? So Sauron, attack into Baeloth. Baeloth is going to use our Foretold card. Ultimate Magic. Holy. And Sauron will send an Arcane Denial. And Baeloth is dead. Yeah, I think we messed up there. Should have done this to prevent the 12 damage, but I don't think it matters too much. We are not going to be able to keep up. Yeah, I don't think we can keep up with this. Yeah, that rift was brutal. We needed Teferi's protection there. But yeah, okay, let's pack it up. And meanwhile, we are going to press on with our advantage. We should amass Orc 1 here, but it doesn't matter because we are going to Chandra's Ignition, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we still have a blocker here in Cactus Preserve. Yeah, our hand is a little bit empty at this moment, but I think we're fine. So let's do 10 damage to everything using Sauron. Edgar says, whoops. Okay, it happens. Everything is dead. And we take 10. Okay, Sauron passed the turn. Oh, also Edgar should have discarded last turn. I guess land. Yeah, my apologies. One more. Yeah, now Edgar untaps. Sauron is at 15 without too much going on. Just a Sauron. Ooh, we got Queenspay Paladin. Okay, that's something. That's something. So can we afford to pay more life? I'm sure yeah, paying life is fine. Paying life is fine. Godless Shrine. Paladin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vampire token and amass Orc. Now the Paladin will bring back a Vampire, which will be Order of... Oh, is it Henrika? But unfortunately, they amassed Orc. So do we have a way to kill the Orc? I don't think so. So let's take the Order instead. Order of the Sacred Dusk. And let's also play a Crossway Troublemakers. Why not? It's a good card. Make a token. Amass Orc 2. So let's send the Paladin in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exalted 5? Yes? No, Exalted 4, sorry. And it's a 9/9. Yeah, we have to block. Sauron has to block. And gain 9. Pass the turn. Okay, at the end of turn, Sauron, do we do anything? I guess we can amass. Sure, let's amass Orcs X. X is gonna be just 1. It's over here. And we untap. Lose 2 life. Draw. Yeah, let's draw more. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think Shark Typhoon will get us there. Right? Let's play a land. Let's play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shark Typhoon. And we have Counterspell. We have a Copy Spell. Giving double strike to something relevant, and Behold the Multiverse. Do we foretell? I guess we can foretell that. Sure, foretell. Behold the multiverse. What can possibly go wrong? And Sauron should attack. Should we attack? Yeah, let's block. If we attack, we're just giving them one more card. Pass the turn. Edgar untaps. Draw. Anguished Unmaking. See, I'm thinking, should we try to kill Sauron? There's no legend we can sack. Maybe not, maybe not. We should just attack all in, I'm thinking. Is Edgar a good idea? Edgar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Queenspay will return something. What can we return that's really good? Nothing too crazy. Enrica? Falcon Wrath? Okay, let's try to draw some cards. 5 mana for Champion of the Dusk. If it resolves, we could draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. Now, Sauron, do we do something about that? We can try to dig for something? Yeah, let's dig a little bit. We're doing it anyways because we need to make a shark. So let's do this. Behold the multiverse. Scry 2. Nope. Bottom. Draw 2. Whoops. Amass Orc from the spell. And we might be screwed. And here, Edgar, we draw 6, lose 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mirror Entity is sweet. Does that win us the game? We cast it. We can turn our whole board into 3/3s. Not quite. Next turn it will, but not this turn. So with what we have here, I'm tempted to drop Yahenni. That will make us a vampire. And now we need to separate what can attack and what cannot attack. These ones can attack. 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I guess we send them in. Yeah, we are not afraid of dying. Go, go, go. Attack, attack, attack. And Queenspay Paladin triggers. We'll bring back Scion of Opulence. This board is actually such a mess. Let's widen this a little bit. Okay, so this is the front line. And everything else back here. Okay, the Scion is actually very good here. So the vampires have lifelink. Oh, and we lose 3 life. So Sauron is going to block this one, the Queenspay Paladin. And the Orc, which should be a 3/3 now, will block... Oh, sorry, Yahenni is also attacking because haste. So this will be blocked. And the Flying Fish will block a 5/5 chump block. Sure, we'll block a 5/5. So that we take 5, 6, 7 damage. Oh, that hurts. Holy crap. Yeah, 7 damage. And meanwhile, the vampires will link 19 life. This will die. We make a treasure. Actually, Yahenni will sack something to protect itself. We link 1 less life, they lose 1 less life. The shark dies. Yahenni gets a counter. And that's the combat. We discard and pass. Okay, things are rough. We untap. We lose 3 life. We have 1 turn to kill the vampires. I don't think we can. It's possible with Sauron commander damage, but not sure how we're going to do it. Draw. Oh, Blasphemous Act. How's that going to save us? Well, there's always the One Ring with Minamo. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to Minamo. We're going to Minamo the One Ring and draw 5. Holy. We drew the Mount Doom. But we played a land already, unfortunately. Let's see what's in the graveyard. Not much. Ignition. Ooh. Ignition is Cyclonic Rift. Okay, I think we have a game plan. So let's play a Soul Ring first. Whoops, it's not here yet. Soul Ring, and we play this Chakra Meditation, and we'll make some sharks, but I don't think it matters because we are getting back Chandra's Ignition. We are going to Chandra's Ignition on the Sauron. Let's see. Yeah, pay mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe tap correctly. Chandra's Ignition on the Sauron. And we draw a card and discard a card. Draw a land, discard it. Any responses? This is actually tough because we can Anguish on making the Sauron, but we have to sacrifice our Yahenni. Because our Yahenni would live if we don't do that. But I think, yeah, I think we try. So, pay 3 for Anguish on making. On the Sauron, sacrificing Yahenni. And when we do that, we get a treasure. Sauron will amass Orc 1 more. And of course, we have a Swan Song. Swan Song happens, and yeah. That's countered. And this turns into a Swan, which will die. And no more responses from vampires. So this resolves. The Orc dies. Graveyard. Oh, also we get to loot once. So draw. Discard a land. Okay, this is our hand. And the board is wiped. The vampire takes 10 damage here. And we lose 1, 2, 3, 4 vampires, non-token vampires. And 3 tokens. So we get 4 treasures. Now, do we draw cards? We're at 38 life. We'll take another 10 from Sauron. Yeah, let's draw a few. Draw, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is a good draw. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. So then Sauron will attack for 10 damage. That's 10 commander damage. And Sauron is at 4 life, but we are okay because we have Guff rewrites history. Yeah, that's what we're banking on. But Mount Doom would have been sweet. we don't get to though, because it's too late. And we also have a Gear Hulk that we can't use this turn. Okay, it's a little bit dangerous actually, because we don't have a lot of mana left. We'll see. Pass. Oh, discard. Discard. 2. Discard. Like this. Pass. This game is actually very close. Untap. Draw. Knowing Sauron is at 4 life with a 1 ring, we just try to do any amount of damage. So let's play a land first. And we get a Demonic Tutor. Let's use the Tutor. Yes. So let's search for something that can attack, I guess. Sisters of the Undead. Seems like a decent target. Okay, I like that. Okay, we're going to cast Sisters of the Undead. 6 mana. Now Sauron, I think we can guff that if they declare combat. So let's wait. Resolves, we get a Vampire token. And let's also do this. 4, 5 for Patriarch Spitting. Okay, let's take a look at Sauron's graveyard first. See, that's the sad part about Sauron. Sauron doesn't have friends. Yeah, there's nothing. Meanwhile, we have everything. Sauron, we have to counter that, right? Yeah, but unfortunately, we are 1 mana short. We don't have Counterspell mana and Guff Rewrites History mana. Yes, unfortunately, we are just 1 mana short. Otherwise, we'd be able to counterspell the bidding and also use Guff Rewrites History. So as is, it looks like we are dead. And that's it. I'm actually really surprised Edgar was able to take the game with the 2 control decks on the board, and Baeloth definitely felt behind every step of the way, especially with the Cyclonic Rift. That's something is very difficult to protect against, and that just wrecked us. And also we had some difficulty golding Baeloth, which led to a lot of damage taken in the early game. Yeah, so we needed Baeloth out earlier. Maybe more ramp, maybe we need that. But at the end, Sauron seemed to have things under control, but Edgar managed to sneak in enough damage to get there. Overall, I think the game showcased how every deck plays, and we will definitely run it back to give Baeloth one more chance. I'll see you in the next video.